don't need a pilot.
Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether. At minute 18, your breathing will become labored.
They're Earth's new apex predators. But one day we're gonna beat them.
2024 has brought us gripping survival movies filled with heart-pounding thrills, unforgettable characters, and stories of endurance against all odds. From hidden treasures to blockbuster hits, these films are a must-watch for any fan of the genre. Let's jump right in. Number 10, Arcadian.
Hey, stop! Stop it! Stop!
In this post-apocalyptic action horror film by Benjamin Brewer, Earth's near future is a wasteland where survival hangs by a thread. By day, Paul and his twin teenage sons, Thomas and Joseph, cling to a fragile piece of their fortified farm. But when the night falls, ferocious creatures emerge, devouring everything in their path. One fateful evening, Thomas fails to return home before sunset, forcing Paul to risk everything and venture out to save him. Paul finds Thomas, but a terrifying battle leaves him gravely injured. As darkness descends, the twins must rely on their father's teachings to survive the night. Despite its dizzying, shaky cam, the film delivers horror, some good scares, and strong performances from the cast. Number 9, Badland Hunters. This South Korean post-apocalyptic action film, directed by Hyo Mung-hyung in his debut, plunges viewers into a soul ravaged by a devastating earthquake. Don Lee stars as Nam-san, a relentless wasteland hunter navigating a chaotic world where survival is luxury. Lee Hee-jung plays Yang Ji-soo, a resourceful doctor who survived the catastrophe, while Lee Ji-young portrays Choi Ji-won, Nam-san's loyal partner. Together, they face volatile alliances and nature's harshest trials. Though the plot leans on familiar tropes, the film captivates with its thrilling action sequences, sharp humor, and gritty post-apocalyptic visuals. From intense fights to snappy dialogues, this movie is a must-watch. Number 8, Daddy's Head.
Isaac, get back.
In this chilling horror film by Benjamin Barfoot, a young boy is thrust into eerie isolation at a sprawling country estate following his father's sudden death. Left with his grieving stepmother, who struggles with parenthood and becomes increasingly distant, their fragile relationship teeters on collapse. As tension mounts, the boy starts hearing unsettling sounds and is haunted by a grotesque figure that bears an uncanny resemblance to his late father. His warnings are dismissed as the imaginings of a grieving child, even as the sinister presence tightens its grip on their lives. Though the rushed ending disappoints, the film's gripping premise, atmospheric tension, and spot-on casting make it a haunting journey despite its shortcomings. Number 7, Elevation. This post-apocalyptic thriller, directed by George Nolfi and written by Kenny Ryan and Jacob Roman, takes place 3 years after monsters emerged from the ground, wiping out humanity. Heavily armored and immune to gunfire, these creatures avoid areas above 8,000 feet. In the Rocky Mountains near Boulder, Colorado, Will lives with his son Hunter, who suffers from a lung disease. Hunter relies on a breathing machine, but its filters are running out. To save his son, Will must descend into monster-infested Boulder. He is joined by bold Katie and scientist Nina, who has a theory to kill the creatures. Although the pacing was slow, the film delivers stunning visuals and gripping action, suspense, and solid performances. Number 6, Don't Move.
At minute 1, your fine motor skills will start to go. At minute 10, your legs will begin tingling. Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether.
Directed by Adam Schindler and Brian Netto, this gripping thriller follows Iris, a grieving mother mourning her son Mateo, who tragically fell to his death. Contemplating suicide at the same cliff, she is stopped by a mysterious young man, Richard. However, her savior turns predator, kidnapping her and injecting a substance that will paralyze her in 20 minutes. In a desperate escape, Iris forces Richard's car into a tree and flees, only to collapse by a river. An old farmer, Bill, rescues her, unaware of the danger looming. As he plans to call the police, Richard storms in, confronting Bill while the helpless Iris hides behind the couch. Although the plot is predictable, the visuals and intense tension masterfully heighten the suspense. Before we dive into number 5, I want to mention a movie that's coming in 2025, which I think is going to be good. Flight Risk. Directed by Mel Gibson, a pilot flies an air marshal and a fugitive to trial across the Alaskan wilderness. As tensions rise, trust is shattered and hidden motives surface, revealing not everyone is who they appear to be. Hey, if you're always stuck scrolling trying to find something good to watch, let me save you the trouble. I'm always deep diving into all the streaming platforms to find the best shows and movies each week. It would seriously mean and help me a lot if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you so much, you are awesome. Number 5, Slingshot.
The impact represents no real danger.
What if the whole system is compromised?
We attempt a slingshot, we get blasted into deep space.
In this science fiction psychological thriller directed by Mikael Hofstrom, astronaut John awakens from a 3-month hibernation aboard the spaceship Odyssey 1, traveling to Titan. Alongside Captain Franks and Nash, John performs system checks, but he experiences memory lapses, including forgetting his girlfriend Zoe Morgan's last name. As the crew faces unexplained malfunctions and growing tension, Nash tries to convince John to return to Earth, but Captain Franks insists on continuing the mission. As the story unfolds, John begins questioning his sanity and the nature of his reality. The film starts off strong and the middle may drag a bit for some, but the screenplay is well crafted, with a thought-provoking narrative that keeps you guessing until the very last scene. Number 4, Never Let Go.
One touch without a robot is all it takes.
Directed by Alexandra Aja and written by K.C. Coughlin and Ryan Grasby, this survival horror thriller follows a mother and her twin sons as they fight to survive in a world overrun by an unspeakable evil. Their only protection is their home and the unbreakable bond between them, forcing them to stay connected at all times, even tethered together by ropes. But when one of the boys begins to question whether the evil is real, the fragile ties between them snap, setting off a terrifying struggle for survival. While the pacing is uneven, some scenes feel drawn out while others feel rushed. What truly drives the film is the mounting tension within the family. The plot is compelling and the performances are very strong, making it a gripping experience. Although the reviews are not great for the film, I was pleasantly surprised. Number 3, Force of Nature, The Dry 2.
You remember Kovac?
The serial killer?
All of his murders were in this region.
In this gripping mystery thriller, Robert Connolly returns with a sequel to The Dry. Federal agents Aaron Falk and Carmen Cooper receive a chilling call from an informant, prompting them to journey deep into the Garalang Ranges. Their mission? To find Alice, a corporate whistleblower who vanished during a company hiking retreat. The only clues come from 4 women found in the bush, each hiding the truth behind their harrowing ordeal. As Falk and Cooper dig deeper, they uncover unsettling ties between the women and grow increasingly concerned for Alice's safety. With the storm closing in, the race to find the truth intensifies. The film's deliberate pace and stunning visuals keep viewers on the edge, building suspense with every twist. Number 2, It's What's Inside.
If you think of your brain as a hard drive, and this just transfers the files.
Oh my god.
In this science fiction comedy horror film, written and directed by Greg Jardin, a pre-wedding reunion spirals into a psychological nightmare. A group of college friends gathers for a celebratory weekend, but their plans are thrown into chaos when an unexpected guest arrives with a mysterious suitcase. As the suitcase's dark secrets begin to unravel, it causes tension and paranoia, slowly tearing the group apart, and everyone is trying to survive. The movie is engaging with some strong performances and a crazy ending. It's a wild ride of suspense, mystery, and dark humor. This film stands out for its unique premise and solid execution. Number 1, The Goat Life.
Dawafi Desert. Medicine. Good.
This Malayalam survival drama, written, directed, and co-produced by Blessy, tells the gripping story of Najib Muhammad, an Indian immigrant chasing his dream of earning money to support his family back home. However, his aspirations take a harrowing turn when he is thrust into a slave-like existence, herding goats in a barren desert. Trapped in unimaginable conditions, Najib's resilience is tested as he devises a daring and perilous plan to escape his desert prison. While the film's pacing falters at times, it's redeemed by exceptional casting, breathtaking cinematography, immersive settings, and powerful performances.